All right, it's crunch time here on The Jump. Las Vegas Aces All-Star center Liz Cambage expected to miss the upcoming WNBA season. Her agent says she is at, quote, high risk of severe complications if she contracts COVID. Brian, how do you think it's going to impact the WNBA to miss one of its biggest stars?
Yeah, this was a bummer. I mean, I certainly respect her decision. I'm sure she will have the full support of the league, but she's one of the absolute highlights of the whole league. I mean, you never know what she's going to do on a night-to-night basis. She can go for 40 at the drop of a hat. Disappointing, but there will be other stars there that are on their way traveling there today to pick up the slack.
All right, I want to move on to the basketball tournament because this past weekend on ESPN, multiple highlight-worthy plays that finished the game due to the Elam ending format. It's the same one we used in February's All-Star game where the team has to reach a specific score to win. So, Scottie, do you want to see target scoring in other parts of the NBA soon? It worked in that All-Star game in Chicago.
No. It was a great thing to watch how it developed and pan out in the All-Star game. And I felt like it worked well, but I don't want to see that the game start to change and guys start to play for that. No.
All right, from his lips, that man has 6 rings. We got to listen to him. The NBA has released its scrimmage schedule in advance of the season restart in Orlando. All 22 teams participating will play 3 scrimmages before the restart officially tips on July 30th. So, Scottie, is 3 scrimmages good? If you were playing, would you want 3 scrimmages before the season started off again?
Yeah, I would think 3 would be great. I think the players are going to be able to do some scrimmages, sort of in-house, compete against one another. So I think this would be great just to really, if I could say this, measure to see if, the interaction of players playing and competing against one another, how this virus is going to affect that, and are the players going to be okay? So I think 3 games is definitely some way of being able to sort of test how things are going to roll out.
Everybody wants to play. They want to get back on the court. I don't know if we're going to see the stars play in all these games or scrimmages or whatever, but everybody's going to want to get there, especially after they go through their quarantine. They're really going to want to get out there and play. It's going to be a relief to see it happen.
It's amazing how the shutdown has changed everything. If I told you that we were talking about will TV broadcast or not some scrimmages, everyone would be like, who cares? But guess what? That is going to be a hotly debated topic because, Brian, you're right. Everybody's going to want to see these guys play, even casual pickup. All right, guys, it is time to wish a happy birthday to one of the league's brightest young stars. Oh, yes, Zion Williamson, not a teenager anymore. Happy birthday, Zion. Today he turns 20. In a very short amount of time, he's made such a big impact in the league, one of the most productive teenagers in NBA history. So, Brian, now that he's 20, what should Zion's biggest goal be for this year?
Playoffs, because it's within their reach. I'd like to remind you that LeBron James didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons. Kevin Durant didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons. It's really hard to make the playoffs, especially coming in as a rookie. For as much hype as we get about rookies, very rarely are they able to elevate their teams. Well, guess what? Zion has elevated the Pelicans in just 20 games that he's played. He has made them significantly better, and now he gets an off season essentially to get healthy, hit the ground running. Look, I'm not expecting him to go out there and play 38 minutes. They're going to have to watch his minutes. They're not going to want to, go crazy here. But this is all out there for them, and I know David Griffin and Alvin Gentry want the Pelicans to play well. They want to make the playoffs. I think this is the beginning of an incredible moment for Zion to grasp and show everybody what kind of force he can be in this league.
Well, Rachel, Brian, for me, I think this young man has came out in 20 games and shown that he's going to be a star in this league, and it's just a matter of time before we put an all-star jersey on him. But for me, his future totally relies on him really taking care of his body. I saw a year ago when he left college how he was probably being dragged all around the country and was
yes.
not in the tip-top shape that we were accustomed to seeing this young man in high school and then as well at Duke University. So I would say the most important thing that, that he really control his diet and really continue to focus on getting stronger. Not that he really needs it, but I think it all works hand in hand in terms of him really working on his conditioning going forward and just always staying in the best shape and never allowing himself to get out of shape.
Yeah, well, we saw those pictures of him at the Pelicans workout facility the other day, Scottie. He is cut, and to your point, it's something he's going to have to work out his entire career. We've seen when big men put on too much weight and how that can lead to injuries. All right, this just in at the buzzer. I mentioned earlier, Chiney Ogwumike told us the WNBA might go a little stronger than the NBA with the messaging on the backs of the jerseys. And indeed, according to Ramona Shelburne and Zach Lowe, the WNBA and its union have agreed to feature the names of women who have died in connection to police action or racial violence. Names like Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. This will all happen when the league resumes play later this month. Additionally, WNBA players will also wear warm-up shirts that say Black Lives Matter and say her name. Scottie, what is your reaction to this news?
I think it's great. You know, right now, the WNBA, the NBA players, they're going to have an opportunity to, you know, speak on a level that no other players in the past have been able to stand at this level. So I think they should take advantage of it and to be able to make a difference. And everyone is really watching them.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.